But one thing students are concerned about is how the ARC will be paid for. By fall semester of 2012, fees will increase by $30 per student. And by the year of 2015, that fee will increase to $75. But not everyone is dreading the winter conditions. Some people are looking forward to having a ball. And those who couldn't grow facial hair like this found other ways to give to the cause. Many people passing through Brigham City often stop at the famous fruit stands. But since the opening of the newly constructed LDS Temple, Brigham City has become more of a destination. So you might ask, how does this affect fruit sales? Due to an increase in student fees and private donations, all you amateur student athletes out there now have the opportunity to play on the turf. And on top of all that, actual student athletes are also enjoying many new facilities this year, such as the new turf on the football field. A late night snack might also help you get better sleep, but make sure you're choosing the right snacks, such as bananas, turkey, or a glass of milk, all which contain a sleep-inducing amino acid known as tryptophan. There is a variety of ways to avoid catching the flu. For example, when entering your home, always make sure to take your shoes off and leave them at the front door. This stops germs and dirt from spreading throughout your entire house. Don't set bags or purses on countertops where food is also prepared. The bottom of this backpack is a germ death trap. Also, avoid touching your face, even if you just washed your hands. These are just a few of the small steps you can take to avoid catching the flu. So, what are the big steps? But don't be fooled. Even though many people have to buy their lottery tickets in Idaho, most of the buyers are actually from Utah.
Kelsey Keller is live to explain why Twinkies might be hard to come by.
That's right, Ryan. Hostess, the makers of the Twinkie, they announced last week that they would permanently be closing their doors and shutting down production of their lineup of all their baked goods after workers went on strike. Now, this whole mess isn't quite over yet. On Monday, a judge ordered both Hostess and the Bakers Union to come to some kind of agreement and settle differences before allowing the company to permanently shut down. But things aren't looking too good for the company at this point. If they do end up permanently closing their doors, there is a good chance that other companies might buy out their more popular products. But you guys, with the announcement of Hostess shutting down, sales of their products have shot up. I was able to talk to some customers that actually got their hands on a few of the last of the popular products. The English Channel is a grueling swim of 23.5 miles, which is about 1,531 lengths of this pool that you see behind me. Oftentimes, swimmers also tack on 10 to 15 extra miles due to the tides and currents of the open water. For the month of December, a bunch of elves are taking over the stage at the Eccles Conference Center to spread some Christmas spirit through song, dance, and hip-hop. The musical I Believe in Christmas keeps many audience members coming back for more laughs.
This is our 4th year coming, and we just get such a kick out of it. We just keep wanting to come back.
Perhaps people keep coming back because this is a one-of-a-kind original written by Cache Valley resident T.J. Davis, who also plays the parts of Brandon and Buster the Elf. T.J. never thought his career would be on stage, but once he started writing shows, the seats started filling up.
There's no feeling like that, to sit down and have ideas and feel like they're not coming from you, but they're coming through you.
And a few of the actors also take the part of college students when they aren't performing.
We've been rehearsing mostly on the weekends because a bunch of us are still in school. So we're trying to juggle school life and then rehearsals as well.
After the show, it's basically get all the stuff packed up real quick and then head back home to study.
But despite the hard work, the cast says the payoff is definitely worth it.
The other night, there was a couple of kids that before they even sat down, they recognized me and they shouted Gizmo, and that just warms your heart. It's a lot of fun.
Woo-hoo! Big Spender! Yeah. I love it.
Last Friday, many people spent big bucks in hopes that they'd win even bigger bucks on the $500 million lottery. Customers waited anxiously to get to the front of the line in gas stations throughout southern Idaho. In Franklin, Idaho, staff at La Tienda stayed busy printing off tickets until closing time. But don't be fooled. Even though many people have to buy their lottery tickets in Idaho, most of the buyers are actually from Utah.
Utah State University.
I'm from Hiram, Utah.
I'm from Logan, Utah. From Riverdale, Utah.
La Tienda's slogan, home of the Utah Lottery, holds true, at least for last weekend. And while many Utahns stood in a long line that trailed outside and wrapped around the building, many passed the time waiting to buy their tickets by talking about how lucky they felt and what they would do with the money if they won.
I have a lot of things to do. First of all, I will help my family in Ethiopia and the poor in Ethiopia. And at the same time, I will help myself too.
Well, there's a chance if you're in it. If you don't have a ticket, there's no chance.
I'd buy a new home. I'd buy a new car. I'd buy a summer home. I'd buy a Harley for my husband. Pay off my kids' houses. And just have fun, play. But I would still work.